Hi, the first resource I'm going to share with you is Kahoot. And I think that Kahoot would fall within the topic of any content area. It's something that can easily be adapted for social studies, science, math, or reading. And it's a great way to get a quick check into what your students are understanding about different topics and standards. And so I chose this to share with you because it's something that's free, which is the best part. It's easily accessible and easy to follow along with and figure out even if you're new to it. The kids are engaged and it's fun and allows them to either work as an individual or they can work with a small group or with a partner to answer questions. And the most important thing is it takes away those boring activities like book practice tests. I mean, the kids don't want to do that. They want something fun and interactive. And so this takes like a game show kind of approach is what my students have called it. So the purpose for Kahoot is just for teachers to create things or use things that other people have created in order to check for understanding, to review using a game, and just to incorporate more technology into the classroom and show kids that you can play educational games as well. So I think for the standards that it would fall under the ISTE standard T.D or .2.D, that students will provide, or that teachers will provide students with multiple and varied formative and summative assessments that are aligned with content and technology standards and use resulting data to inform learning and teaching. So that would be on the teacher side, but on the student side, it would be under the student standard 1C, that students use technology to send feedback that informs and improves their practice and to demonstrate their learning in a variety of ways. So it's just taking away that just boring test review and allowing kids to show what they've learned and allowing teachers to see what the kids have learned and then modify instruction if needed. So when using Kahoot, the first thing you're going to do is, I already have an account, so I'm going to hit log in. And when I do that, then it just comes up with this. I can search for a different topic. If I've already created a Kahoot, I could hit My Kahoots, or again, I could hit the search tool and search for Kahoots, and then just looking up questions or finding support if I needed to. So right now they have some Thanksgiving games. But what I wanted to show you is how to make a new one. So I would hit New Kahoot. And then it has different options. So you have quiz, jumble, discussion, and survey. The one I use most often is survey because it gives me a quick glance after the kids have answered the questions to see how many kids got the correct answer and maybe which answer choices they were kind of going to. So I could title it. So this one, I think we're just going to title like multiplication facts. And then you have to have a description. So I'm just going to put #mathfun or something. You can add pictures and images if you would like to. Is it visible to, who do you want it visible? Only me or everyone? I mean, I might as well share with everyone else. And then the audience would just be like the school. But you could also use Kahoot with teachers. Maybe you're going to do staff development on something and you want to see what knowledge they have about something. You could do it that way. I've seen that done. So then you're ready. You hit OK, go. And then multiplication facts. So there's what I put. Here's the edit. And then I add questions just by clicking on the plus sign. And then I might start with, what is the product of 5 times 7. And then I can just adjust the time that I want to give. So probably about 30 seconds. And then my answer choices. I have to put 2 answer choices, but I can put up to 4. So maybe 18, 12, for those kids that are going to add it, 35, and we'll just pick a random number, 28. So then you can add credit resources if you need to. I hit next. And when I do that, it shows the question that I put. and then I can add another question. Typically I would add more. I usually add around like 10 questions. So when you're finished adding questions, you can hit save. And then if you need to, you can go back and edit. You can go ahead and have the kids play, or you could share it with a coworker. I'm going to hit I'm done, especially if I didn't want the kids to play right now. So then when I log back in and I want my kids to play, I could go to my Kahoots, my computer thinks, okay, and then I could just go to multiplication facts, hit play, and then at this point I decide, do I want my students to use the technology one-on-one, or do I want to divide them into teams? My class honestly prefers to do it in team mode. They think it's cool that they get to come up with a team name and then type in their nicknames. So then I would hit team mode, and then at this point the screen is going to show that they need to type in this website, and then it will give a code that they type in to join the game. So here's the game pin that they would put in, and then it would say waiting for teams, and then over here on the left side of the screen it would say how many teams, and then once you have your teams you hit start and you go through the questions. So I hope you enjoyed Kahoot. I think it's a great way just to check for understanding and see what kids are learning and just incorporate some more technology. Thanks.